up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Will 59. And today's episode is going to be a little different. It's not going to be much working on vehicles. It's going to be kind of short and sweet, but I figured I'd update y'all on kind of the plans. And I said in my last video that I have some pretty big news for this car, so this video is going to explain everything. So if you don't know, this car I got from my uncle. He didn't need it. It was just sitting around in the shop, and he gave it to me. I'm very appreciative of it, and I have really big plans for this car. So let me dump those plans and tell you what the plans are. So if you've seen my other videos, you know that this car is a Ford 260. If you haven't seen my other videos, where's the hood latch? If you haven't seen my other videos, well, now you know it has a Ford 260 and I wouldn't say crappy 260. I would just say a very worn out 260. So obviously this motor's seen better days, but it is definitely on its last straw of its life, because whenever you rev it, smoke comes out the breather cap, which I know that's not really a good breather cap, but when I took the drain plug out, it was even smoking out of there. So that's obviously there's smoke in the crankcase. That's either valve guides or piston rings. But I wasn't planning on keeping this motor anyway, but I did want to kind of get like somewhat daily drivable, but it's not even daily drivable with that. Plus I got some front end issues where if I let go of the steering wheel, it'll just jerk all the way to the left. So either a stuck drum or something. I'm not too sure, but I wasn't going to keep this motor anyway. I'll tell y'all, I'll kind of explain what my motor situation is. So we have a Ford 390, or it's actually a 360. It's over here. It's a 360 bored and struck out to a 390. Sitting under there. My original plan was I was going to basically build a Thunderbolt kind of tribute car with the FE. Obviously it would have been a 427, it would have been 390. That was the kind of original plan, but Ford FE parts, if you're not familiar with Ford FE, it's Ford big block. Parts are very, very, very expensive right now. Very expensive. And to do that swap, I would have to move the shock towers back, get custom fitted headers, plus the motor would be very heavy. I'd spend like $5-6 grand and a non-clean transmission and a Ford FE and probably make low threes. And plus the motor would be super heavy and a bunch of fabrication work that I don't really want to do. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really want to cut up and all that. Cut up the inner fender liners and all that. Don't really want a super heavy motor. Don't really want to spend $6 grand on a motor just to get not that good of numbers compared to what I could get out of a small block. So that brings to my other point. So this is my dad's 86 Mustang GT, and it has a 331 stroker in it. Here's the 331 stroker. Has a Vortex supercharger on it, AFR head, custom cam. It's fully built. So my dad's kind of plan for this car is his long-term plan was to coyote swap it. Well, now that plan's going to come a little sooner, because I'm going to take this 331 stroker and put it in the Fairlane, and my dad's going to coyote swap the Mustang. Now, I'm going to sell the Vortex supercharger off of it in the intake, 42-pound injectors. I'm going to stick with the NA setup, run Holly Sniper EFI, because I want to be able to daily drive the Fairlane basically, but that's kind of the motor transplant that is going in the Fairlane. I'm not keeping because this has a Tramac World Class T5 behind it. I'm not going to keep that. We're going to sell that. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the rear end in this car or not, and the Fox body. Not too sure on that, since it's a 373 Positrack 8.8. So not too sure on that, but I'm going to get a built shorter 4.9-inch for the Fairlane, so I can run a little wider wheels, which I actually have the wheels already for the rear. I just haven't posted anything about them, but they're 15x8 Steelies. I'm going to paint black. Going to go gloss back, then I'm going to go some 15-inch injector wheels is what they're called in the front, so to get a more gasser kind of vintage style look out of it. So I think that'll look really good, but the biggest appearance kind of change will be the paint job. Right now this is kind of a burgundy color. Under the sun it looks copper, then with the Wimbledon white top and the white down the side. Now I'm 99% sure I'm going to be painting the burgundy, all the Wimbledon white, however you say it. So this car is going to get completely, paint's going to be completely different. I'm going to go with that white all over. Then I haven't decided on what I'm going to do in the middle, kind of in the trim, because it'll be too much white. So I'm going to change that. So I haven't figured out if I want to do black or gold. And then now the reason I want to do gold is because I had planned on painting the block gold because I have a Malden oil pan already for it, and I wanted gold to be my accent color. Now I'm not going to do gold bumper, gold trim, none of that. Just a small gold paint stripe on the side. Then I plan on doing a fuel cell in here, a 22-gallon fuel cell and a battery. I may do a battery relocation kit right here in the trunk. I'm not sure yet, but definitely a fuel cell inside the trunk. I'm going to do gold straps around it as well. Then just small little gold pieces here and there. Nothing that's overpowering. Maybe a gold Moon Eye steering wheel or something like that. But I do plan on painting the block of the 331 gold. Have a gold Malden oil pan, which I already have, which I'll show you all in a second. And I got some pretty cool valve covers I'll show you all too that I got. So that's kind of where that stands. Interior wise, I'm going to basically keep it kind of the way it is right now. I do want to fix this door panel. I'm going to kind of address that situation of this piece right here, because it's rock solid foam. I need to get a new one of those. I'll probably sand this down and repaint it to that color, which I can't even tell if it's a gray. Yeah, it is a gray. It's kind of a dark gray. But carpet wise, getting rid of this kind of tan carpet, just because it has a kind of weird stench in this car, and changing the carpet will probably change that a lot. And plus I'm going to dynamat the crap out of and I'm going to put some of the panels, put some of the headliner, just because, like I said, I want to make this daily drivable. I am going to keep the vintage AC, vintage air AC. I'm going to try to preserve and keep the original dash gauge clusters, but I am going to be adding a tack on top. Then I want to run a 3-pod gauge that's like water temp, voltage, and oil pressure. Yeah, an oil pressure gauge. So usually that would go where the air is, like the kind of air conditioning unit and vents are, but since that's there, I'm not too sure where I'm going to put it, but that's definitely going to be coming. Now, this part is going to be kind of controversial. I'm aware if I'm keeping it manual or auto. A lot of people told me to go modern manual, but I'm going to go auto. And the auto I'm going to go with, I actually already have. So, and that is this transmission right here. And this is a built Ford AOD. So it's a 5-speed in the 5th gears overdrive. I believe it's 5-speed, yeah. Scratch that, it's 4-speed, 4th gears overdrive. So got this off Facebook Marketplace for a pretty good deal. All right, like I said, it's built, has a shift kit in it, never been ran. It's been installed, but never been ran. And I got a TCI torque converter, Street Fire torque converter as well. So that'll be a huge change. It'll be more fun to drive and just a daily drive and cruise around in, because that's my ultimate goal with this car, is just build a cruiser, but something I can also get rowdy if I want to. And with that 331, it's gonna get rowdy. But yeah, a lot of people get kind of mad that I'm gonna go auto, but I don't really care. It's my car, it's not theirs. So, but as far as the shifter wise, I'm not gonna go column shifter because it's a 3 on the tree right now, and I do not want a column shifter because I've had a column shifter auto before, and it's not that. It's kind of boring. I like the floor shifters better. So I'm probably gonna go a Hurst with a little like button on top for either line lock or nitrous. Most likely line lock. I haven't decided if I want to go nitrous or not. I probably won't, but I keep telling myself you should go nitrous. And then another part of me is you don't want to blow up a expensive 331. But yeah, I'm gonna get a little like T-handle, or not, is it T? I forget. No, it's not T-handle. It's a pistol grip Hurst shifter with the little button on top. So that's kind of that. Already, like I said, gonna get a new rear end. I may do the kind of the Thunderbolt style and ditch this headlight and kind of go a vent. I'm not sure yet, haven't decided, but I am gonna run a teardrop hood, go classic, so it'll have a teardrop right there. So I'm gonna get that painted white as well. I'm not gonna run a black hood, it's gonna be white. So hopefully my goal is this car to be done or on it close to finish around April to May-ish of 2023. That's my goal. but obviously gonna run disc brakes all the way around, ditch drums. So yeah, this car's gonna be looking a little different here pretty soon. My room's kind of dirty, but here is the oil pan I was talking about. I got this from Summit, from the kind of like the scratch and dent area. Got a pretty good deal on this, so that's kind of where the gold theme is kind of coming from. So just a Meldon 5-quart OEM replacement oil pan. So hopefully it'll stick down kind of below the bumper a little bit, so you'll be able to see it. Then got these awesome Fairlane Powered by Ford valve covers. Got those at Summit as well, the scratch and dent area. So those are gonna look really cool in those aluminum AFR heads. Then here's just the other wheel, the 15x8 Steely that, like I said, in painted gloss black. So I know this video wasn't like too hands-on or anything, or fixing something, or watch me get mad at the something break, but figure I'll let y'all know kind of the whole process and kind of the whole plan of the Fairlane build. And it probably won't be on the channel for a couple months, just because you need to get blue done. And really the next step for the Fairlane is sending it off to paint shop. So gotta wait a little bit for that, but the goal is to get the Fairlane painted and get ready for the motor by the end of the year. So that'll be a really drastic change. So thank you again for watching. Hope to see you on the next videos. This video is a little different, but like I said, I just wanted to kind of explain the whole process and the whole plan and future ideas of the Fairlane. Now, this is all a plan. This is all theoretical. Now, there are probably going to be some changes here and there, but I'd be curious to see a year from now how the Fairlane is looking like. But thank you all again for watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and hope to see y'all in the next one. And make sure to follow the process and the build of the Fairlane. So see y'all then.